Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. The month of March is over. We are officially in my birthday month and my birthday is so close. It's on the 9th of April. So please remember to come back to my channel on that day because I have a very special giveaway for all of you and it will be open internationally. So it's time to recap everything that I have really liked using in the month of March, right from beauty and skincare to some other miscellaneous items because you know I always like to include those. March was an uncharacteristically busy month for me, so I don't know, I didn't have that much time to experiment with new products. Also, it got very hot and so I don't feel like wearing that much makeup on my face. Most of the looks that I've done have been extremely minimal. I'm not even using foundation anymore, usually just using concealer and powder because you just don't feel like wearing anything in your face in such hot weather. So the few things that I have this month are surprisingly everything that I've already had with me. I don't have any new products. I've just turned to my stash and found some things that I've possibly been ignoring before and found that I really like them. So let me show you what they are. The first thing I have is a concealer. It's the L'Oreal True Match Concealer in the shade Medium Deep. When it comes to concealer, I'm usually very loyal to MAC. Not for any particular reason, just that MAC has such a large selection of shades, and I think that when it comes to a concealer, you need to have like a very perfect shade because obviously the whole intention is for it to blend with your skin and not stand out. Drugstore brands usually have a very limited number of shades, just 6 or 7. And it can be hard to find an exact match in those shades. Like I know for myself with foundation, I almost never find an exact match. In drugstore brands like L'Oreal, they've come out with some formulas that I've been very interested to try, but I don't find a shade match. There's always a lighter shade to my skin color and a darker shade, nothing in between, and neither of those match, so it's kind of annoying. I recently took a chance and bought this concealer online and I've been pleasantly surprised with it. First of all, the shade Medium Deep matches the concealer that I usually use, which is the MAC Select Moisture Cover Concealer in NW35. Very closely. They're almost like exact dupes. The concealer is supposed to be super blendable. It doesn't blend as well as the Select Moisture Cover Concealer, but it also has a lot more superior staying power because I find the Select Moisture Cover Concealer kind of disappears sometimes by the end of a long day, but this definitely doesn't have that issue. It's got like a sort of a peachy pinky undertone which generally doesn't match my yellow undertone skin, but you do need like a peach undertone when you're concealing your under eye area to cover the blackness and the redness. So it works perfectly for me and I've been very pleased with it. And it's almost half the price of the MAC concealer, so I think I might just stick to this one and not repurchase my MAC concealer next time. Next I have a lip gloss. It's the Lakme Absolute Gloss Stylist in the shade Coral Sunset. I got this shade I think about this time last year if memory serves me right, and I did use it that time, but then I kind of forgot about it. I always like using coral shades, especially when we go into the warmer months like spring, summer. Generally, I tend to stay away from glosses and prefer matte lipsticks because I don't like the feeling that gloss gives on your lips and it becomes very sticky. But this is definitely one of the better lip glosses that I have tried. First of all, it has a good staying power and it's not sticky. And it's also very pigmented, so much so that I can wear it alone without wearing any lipstick underneath it, which I am doing right now. I'm just wearing this on my lips. I really like how the color looks on my lips and it has good staying power even after the glossiness fades away. There's a good amount of the coral pigment on your lips, so I don't have to keep on checking like how it looks and whether the color is all gone. It leaves a good stain, and even if it fades, I think it fades quite naturally. I've worn it quite a lot recently. In the last couple of weeks, I think I've been reaching for this almost every time I step out of the house. And even in a couple of my recent videos, you'll see that I'm wearing only this. So I'm very happy that I've rediscovered it and I'm going to use the hell out of it. Now I have 3 eye products, and the first of which is this L'Oreal Gel Matic Eye Pencil in Silver. These Gel Matic eye pencils were launched in 3 or 4 shades, I think again this time last year, and I tried the brown one first, which I really liked. So then I also ordered the silver one because I really like silver eyeliners, but it's hard to get one that actually shows up. It comes in this retractable pencil and the bottom even has a sharpener just if you want to sharpen and get a pointy tip, but I never use it because that would end up in wastage and you don't need to sharpen a retractable pencil. The pigmentation is pretty decent. I especially like using this in my waterline. It gives a nice subtle brightening effect. just as you would use like a nude eyeliner or a white one in your waterline. This one's a little more sparkly and I really like how it looks, and again this is something that I've been doing a lot recently, so I had to feature it. The other two eye products that I've rediscovered recently and started using a lot are these Rimmel's Candle Eye Shadow Sticks. The shades are Bad Girl Bronze and Paranoid Purple. Bad Girl Bronze is just the perfect bronze shade that would go on almost all Indian skin tones. It's a nice, soft, creamy, pigmented bronze pencil that has a lot of kind of gold shimmer. It's flattering and it's great for the day or evening. It's very easy to apply and smudge with your fingers. You know I don't use eyeshadow that much, but I love using this. I also have the bronze Clinique Chubby Stick for the eye, but I actually like this one more. The only thing that I like more about the Clinique one is that it's a retractable pencil, while this you have to sharpen it. It kind of leads to wastage, and also I always misplace my sharpeners. But other than that, this is a great product, and considering that it's half the price of the Clinique one and in my opinion works better, I would highly recommend this product. The Paranoid Purple one is also great. I've especially liked using it recently since I've had purple bits in my hair, so I like matching my eyeliner to my hair. While I use the bronze one as an eyeshadow, I like using this more as an eyeliner, because if you put a thinner line and don't smudge it, it sets and works perfectly as an eyeliner. But you can also smudge it and use it as an eyeshadow. They're very versatile, reasonably priced, and you get a lot of product for the price, so these are really great products. Now it's time for a hair product. Something that I've enjoyed recently is this L'Oreal Liss Unlimited Evening Primrose Oil. I enjoyed using the Moroccan Silk Oil, but since it got over, I decided to try something else. This works similar to most oil-based serums that are available. Very light and it doesn't look oily, yet it tames your hair, especially the ends, which tend to get frizzy and look dry. Another thing about this is that it says it's a blow dry oil, and recently I've just bought a new blow dryer and I blow dry my hair almost every time. So I'm looking for products that have the heat protectant benefit as well, which this does. Not much to say about it, just that it does what it promises and my hair is happy and I like it. You just need the littlest product every time, so I think this will last me most of summer. Now that I'm done with all of the beauty favorites, I want to share one non-beauty item, and it is this magazine, the Juice magazine from Jabong. Jabong is one of India's more prominent fashion e-commerce websites, and when I first found out that they were starting a magazine, I will admit that I didn't have the highest hopes. I've seen when fashion chain stores or online e-portals start magazines in the past, and let's face it, they are not great. They are usually kind of lame. But they have Pearl Shah as the editor of this magazine, and she's worked previously with magazines like Marie Claire. And when I got the first issue of this magazine in my hands, I was pleasantly surprised with what I was seeing, because this is a really good magazine. It's got fashion stuff, lifestyle, beauty, and just some random articles that are really fun to read. They choose really great women for their cover as well. This month it's Shruti Hassan, but they previously had Alia Bhatt and Nimrat Kaur. It's a mix of like A-list actresses, but also other women who are not so prominent but still doing really cool stuff. I'm not so great at describing this stuff, but I really like the magazine. I think it is as good as many of the other fashion and lifestyle magazines that we have in India. You can read the magazine on the website. I'm not sure where you can get print copies of it though. I have like a subscription. They were giving it away at Fashion Week. I think you can subscribe on the website. But if you get a chance to check out this magazine, really do, because I think it's great. Those were all the favorites I had for the month of March. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.